All right, we're here today with Baker University head track and field coach Ryan Pitts. Coach, you had your first full squad outdoor meet last week at Oklahoma Baptist, and had some good highlights. You even had the Hart Outdoor Athlete of the Week in Corey Peoples. But talk about that first meet. What were your thoughts overall?
Overall, I thought the meet went well. To me, this meet was more about shaking off rust from competition. You know, the majority of the team, well, actually the whole team, hasn't competed since indoor conference, which was the first week of February. So this meet was more about hearing that gun going off again, or just being in the throwing ring, and going out and just shaking off some competition rust. For Corey to go out, hit a standard, and I believe it was on his first throw. We were really pumped up for that, so that was a real cool thing to see. But across the board, we had solid performances.
Yeah, and you go down to a perennial tough opponent in Oklahoma Baptist. I know there's a lot of good teams down there. Talk about the way we competed with such a tough field.
I always enjoy the way we compete against Division II talent, or if we have to step on the track with Division I. It's such a confidence booster because we're in the NAI. It's like people think there's no competition down at the NAI level, which there actually is. But when you get to compete against people who are Division II and Division I, and you're not, if you might beat a couple people, or even if you lose to someone that's of great caliber, but you don't lose by very much, it's like, oh, this person's really good, but I didn't lose to them by that much. So it's great for confidence. But then I have guys, like Tyler Rando, who, invite that competition. He loves to compete against guys that he knows are really good. So it was just a great meet in that aspect. That's why I love going to those type of meets, because it helps with confidence.
Yeah, now this Saturday, April 1st, we will host the 76th annual Baker Relays. A big Hart contingent coming up here. It's going to be full of Hart teams. Talk about this Saturday's field.
This is going to be fun. This is going to be great. There won't be as many teams coming this year as usual, because I've had some coaches tell me they're going to try out Pitt State. Not Pitt State, but Emporia. And Emporia got a new facility, resurfaced their track. So I understood that. But there are going to be 6 teams from our conference at this meet. And I prefer to compete against our conference opponents anytime we can. The conference is just so much stronger than it's been in recent years with the addition of 5 other schools. So when you have a school like Grandview who's coming down here, for the track meet, that's really big, and I love to compete against the teams in our conference. Benedictine is a strong team. They're probably the deepest team in our conference, with well over 100 athletes in their program. Central Methodist is coming down. Graceland will be here. Avila will be here, who is surprisingly has improved tremendously within recent years. So, and then obviously we'll be there. So it's going to be a very competitive meet, especially on the women's side. Grandview, especially on the throws, Grandview's throws, their women are always tough. So it's great for my younger girls to come out and compete against, some of the better competition within the conference. So at our conference meet, they don't go out and they're not shocked. They know what to expect. And you always compete better when you know what you're up against. So I always prefer them to see early competition.
Yeah, things will get started at 11 a.m. with throws and some of the jumps, and then running events will begin at noon. But what do you hope to see out of your athletes this weekend as they compete at home?
I hope to see they represent their school. I hope to see them go out and just compete against their competition that they'll see at conference. I would like them to go out and just set a standard for themselves, so our opposition knows that at conference, hey, Baker is bringing it, because when we competed against them at their Baker Relays, they ran well. So now I would like them to be the ones who are a little more intimidated, per se, even though I don't think my athletes are intimidated at all. But I would like for them to go out and compete and let them know that indoors is over, outdoors a new season, and Baker's ready to roll.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time today. We will hope to see a lot of Baker Nation out there Saturday at the Baker Relays.
Sounds good. Thank you.